Okay, today is February 21st, 2023, and my topic is living from your higher self in a time of transition and transformation. Tonight, in preparation for this auspicious and easy to learn but profound group of exercises, I suggest very strongly that everyone is extremely comfortable in your favorite chair, rocking chair, whatever, that you have a pillow for your head because you will be doing something with your head and your neck. Maybe your shoes off. So socks on, but your shoes off because I'm going to ask you to touch your ankles. We're going to do some body work. So I'll give you a minute to become very comfortable. So let us imagine that we are joining together sacred heart to sacred heart. We do this many times during the day, whether we are conscious of it or not. But now we are joined heart to heart. We are joined mind to mind. We are joined spirit to spirit. We are joined purpose and spiritual destiny together. And each of us is linked to our star chakra, continuing through our body and our auric field to our earth chakra. We imagine in front of us a sacred fire in the center of a room. And there is a sacred spark of light that is coming from the center to each person's heart. It is deepening the connection with one another. It is bringing together our individual but shared divinity. It is linking Ying and Peggy and Terry and Thomas and Teresa and Yusuf and Judy. We are once again connected to the universal law of oneness. I wrote up my topic tonight on higher self living. I will repeat it so that we are clear as to what we are going to be doing, which I expect to be beneficial and benevolent, easy and generalizable to other areas of your life and encounters with people and situations. The actual millennial and decades-old prophecies of transformation, of awakening, of a special group of people, actually several generations of special people, would come from many other universes, the multiverse as well as ours, to be on the planet at this time here, at this time now, at least for the last 80 years, at least, but perhaps earlier as well. The good news is each one of us who came are awakened. I repeat that because there are days when I kind of wonder for myself. But every one of us is divinely guided. Every one of us has come from love. Every one of us will return to love. Every one of us has come from goodness and grace. And every one of us will return to goodness and grace. Every one of us has come from peace and joy and harmony and collaboration. And each and every one of us will return to joy and peace and harmony and collaboration. And while we are here on planet Earth, we are learning and expanding love. And we are learning and expanding peace and joy and harmony and collaboration. We are learning goodness and grace. And we are expanding goodness and grace every day. And each time we were able to do that consciously in the three-dimensional realities, fifth dimensional or higher dimensional, We help Mother Earth. We help humanity. We help people we hear about but do not know. We help people we see and face every day. And all of this is part of the great plan for which we signed up. So we brought our higher selves, our sacred selves, our deeply embedded spiritual DNA in order to change and become able to carry more of our divinity and to follow our destiny, our individual and collective spiritual missions. I believe that we are daily experiencing releases of all kinds of old habits, memories, regrets, disappointments, to make room for transformational upgrades, for new abilities, for gifts. I experience this in my daily life. I know that you do as well. Some of us talk or write about it. Some of us keep it to ourselves. So I'm going to offer some simple and profound techniques tonight that I hope will be of use to you and that you can tell and show others. Because when we have access daily to our sacred selves, the peace, the love, the miracles, the synchronicities simply fall into place. We call them miracles, but they're normal. And this gives us greater faith, greater belief in the divine plan. So I hope everyone is comfortable in the chairs, relaxing, head supported, access to ankles okay. So these body postures are relatively easy. If they seem hard, they're not. It's maybe the way I'm describing them, but they're all very easy. They will help each of us relax deeply, very quickly. In so doing, our physiology, our psychology, our belief systems will release many old things that no longer serve us. We've been doing this every day for much of our life, especially exaggerated and attenuated the last 40 years. But we will receive more of our divinity tonight. We'll receive more of the purposes of our destiny. And we will begin to receive even more of our spiritual gifts, our talents. I know that each and every one of you, and as a collective, we are already experiencing this, or you would not be on this gathering tonight. Our connections are very deep. They go back millennial. We are the service providers, as are millions and millions, perhaps billions of others on the planet. So everyone is relaxed. And so the first one that I'm going to have us do is to sit comfortably. It's called prayer hands. This is a mudra I will teach us. Maybe some of you are body workers, so you will know about mudras. Mudras are hand yoga. You use your hands in yoga positions that accomplish the same thing as if you were doing the cobra or the cow or the downward dog, but in a comfortable position, seated with your legs however is most comfortable for you. But we do a lot of things in placing our hands in different positions for 2 to 3 minutes. So please sit comfortably, and we're going to do prayer hands, which has to do with divine worship. Divine worship to me means, for our purposes this evening, my friends, is awakening more and more and more layers of our divinity, of our oneness with Spirit, which is the universal law. These are thousands of years old. And this one governs all the chakras, from the star chakra above our heads to the earth chakra below our feet. And it's all the colors of which we are familiar on the planet. So we sit comfortably, we put our palms together, we place our palms together in front of our chest with our palms facing heaven, relaxing your eyes and your neck and shoulders. Your thumbs are touching your chest area. And again, your hands are in an upward position. We concentrate on our third eye center. You may want to close your eyes. All of the breathing that we're going to do tonight, as is possible for each of you, will be nasal breathing. Inhale in your nose, exhale in your nose. This has tremendous beneficial effects on the body. This will help us to relax our minds, to trust spirit, and to be rejuvenated for all of the chakras which govern the human body we temporarily are existing in. So I'm asking us to relax on this one, and on the others you will automatically do it. In our prayer positions, we inhale gently, humbly, and easily in our nose, hold it, and exhale through our nose, releasing. We inhale through our nose, but this time we tense. We cause our body to be tense, but we start with our head, which carries so much tension. We inhale gently, humbly, reverently, but we tense our head, hold it. Keep that breath flowing up and into your head. There may be pain or soreness. And now we exhale through our nose and we release. And there is no more tension. The head, the eyes, the brain area, the throat are much more relaxed. And we do that one more time with our head. We inhale for our head area, tensing our muscles around our head, our ears, our eyes, our neck, holding it reverently, and relax it as if we are just wonderfully happy. Exhaling. We inhale now, this time we focus on our neck and our shoulders area, which carry so much of the responsibility for our lives. Our families, our loved ones, our colleagues, our neighbors, those we know, people we hear about, and all of humanity. So we inhale and we tense the lower part of our neck and our shoulders, which have carried so much. And they hurt and they're tense, but they have new air coming in through our nose, and we hold it. And the air is now releasing from our neck, from our shoulders, from our worrisome concerns about humanity, about this country's woes, this other country's situation, people we know, people we don't know, people we care about, people we love, and the people we carry in our hearts and spirit. The worries and the fear that we have carried in our neck and our shoulders have been released. We go to our chest area, which governs the cardiovascular, the respiratory, and we inhale through our nose, deeply, and we tense our chest wall, going all the way down our arms, our shoulders, and out our forearms, and on down to our wrists and our fingers. And we tense everything very, very strongly. And the asthma and the bronchitis and the pneumonia and the flu and the viruses and whatever else that can be down there, and blood pressure, heart conditions can all just be exhaled gently as we release. As we release in our chest area, we've actualized more of our divinity to fill the space. And we go to our waist area and into our abdomen, which carries our digestive, elimination, the other glands, kidneys, adrenals, supporting glands, supporting organs. And we fill them with tenseness in the abdominal region. And we relax and exhale through our nose, and our abdominal region are so much more relaxed and able to function. And the heart line, the solar plexus, is smiling to be free of so many things. We relax in our pelvic area, the reproductive organ, that entire area. We inhale and tense, and we relax and exhale. From the top of our legs, all the way down to our ankles, that which enables us to walk, ambulate, engage in sacred activities. We tense it. We tense our legs, our knees, our calves, our ankles. And then we exhale and let all the tension go. You might take Hapnik, the late Buddhist prophet and writer and monk. We can have peace and love and kindness in every step now. And we don't forget our feet that walk on Mother Earth, gently, humbly, reverently, but sometimes in many other ways as well. We tense our feet, our toes, our arches, and we release. And our body is relaxed. Now we continue for another minute in prayerful meditation for our body and all that it is now released and all that it has received. Much more relaxed. We do something which we see men around the world do more often than women, but it has a tremendously beneficial effect for one and all. It'll provide harmony and a high vital life energy to your entire body. Again, from your star chakra all the way down to your root chakra. It will also help anxiety, if any of us carry that. You simply take your arms gently and fold them across your chest, as if you're shutting out the world. You don't want to talk if you talk to, but please listen as you are able. Gently fold your arms across your chest. Put your hands under your armpits. And now remove your thumbs from your armpits and gently move your thumbs to the chest area and let them rest. So we like it 2 inches from your armpits facing and touching your chest wall. Your thumbs are now naturally touching your lung and respiratory site. And that will help breathing, all of the respiratory system. And that will help the cardiovascular system. And that will help the heartache. that we have carried so reluctantly or diligently, lo these many years, indeed many lifetimes for some. Breathing in and out naturally. You don't need to tense at all on this one. You just relax. In fact, if you do this regularly, you will find this is the perfect way to go to sleep or to nap on a long train ride. Calmness will find us. This is an automatic, total peace, total harmonizing, calming activity.
We have 30 minutes left of this call.
Thank you. Another 30 seconds if you're still awake. The next is taken from Jameson to this piece, and it's time you more trained in that everybody works. It is a way of dealing with transformation. That is its function. It is called SEL 16, and it is for transformation of everything, of releasing, of dissolving the old, making room for the new energy, the new vitality, the regeneration, the renewal, the rebirth as higher light beings. It breaks down the old, established, obsolete energy naturally. These are located on the outside of the ankle bones. It's between the ankle bone and the heel. So again, reach down as you are able, or bring your legs up as you are able, and take each hand and on one foot and on the other foot, on the outside of your ankle, between the ankle bone and the heel. Put your hands gently, one on each side. This will help you make healthy changes in your life, mood changes in your life. If you have hit your ankle, you'll hurt your foot. If you have headaches or neck tension, this will also help that. But primarily, it has been transformation. And in a few minutes, more than we have tonight, you would be totally amazed with the effect on your entire system. So let us harmonize our skeletal system and improve our muscle tone and relieve any head or neck tension and make our feet happier by touching the outside of our ankles between our ankle bone and our heel. Opening our eyes, inhaling, exhaling, naturally, gently, reverently. The next body posture is a hand yoga mudra, thousands of years old, that especially helps the solar plexus. Digestion, preparation for absorption into the system, or elimination. This is a higher conscious access that we can do at any time. It's to take attention away from the upsetting three-dimensional consciousness to the higher consciousness immediately. It is a very simple but profound way to stay in a state of calm centeredness. If people are disagreeing, or you see upsetting or confusing situations, or you feel drawn in against your will, that you feel that you need to do something, this will calm us down. Help us to access our higher consciousness, our higher will, our spiritual destiny for being peacemakers, for being change agents for love and light. It helps us access any answer that we need. It does take discipline, but you will find it to be easy, because once you learned it, you'll think, I think I knew this all along. This is nothing new, because we have always known this. We have always had this ability to access our intuition, our spiritual strength, the hidden purpose behind the challenges, the events that we are all faced with every single day. So we sit straight again. We were in the prayer position, however you want your legs. In the yoga position, or relaxed. You put your palms together, facing upward, as in the prayer position. You extend your elbows outward to either side, so they are not touching your body, but they are still around the solar plexus area. But you lift your hands up, lift your hands in front of your heart, like a prayer position. But now you point your fingers away from you. And you hold that position, and you breathe deeply and slowly, if you are able. But if this does not seem to fit the first few times you try it, you will still benefit, but eventually you will learn how to. Put your thumbs, you're still pointing away from your body. You will learn how to take your thumbs and put them on the fleshy part of your little finger of the same hand. The index finger, middle finger, and ring finger will still be in a triangle pointing away from you. But you will learn how to put your thumbs together on the fleshy mound below the little fingers on the same hand. So the thumbs will be touching just below the fleshy part of your smallest finger, the pinky finger. Hold the hand if you are able, a few inches away from your body. If this is too uncomfortable, you may touch your body with your elbows. If you want to do it at home and do it properly, you may want to put a small pillow on your lap to hold your arms away from touching your body. But if it does, it is still beneficial. Breathe in the breath of spirit, the workings of spirit, the miracle heat. Breathe out the miscreations, Exhale the disappointments and difficulties. Breathe in your desires and wishes and dreams. They can be rekindled if they are part of our divine service, part of our divine destiny. Continue to breathe in through your nose, gently, realizing the tremendous benefit it's bringing to your body, your mind, your heart, your will, your spirit. And breathe out and relax. Breathe in the higher consciousness, the divine destiny with all the answers. Answers that you've known all along but have perhaps forgotten or only been visited in a dream or when watching a happy child at play outside. Whatever happened to my joy in life? Whatever happened to my curiosity? Could it be rekindled? Continue to relax and know that if you do this for only 2 or 3 minutes when you're engaging in self-care, it will have a longer effect and it can stay with you. Another time you will be able to do this longer and derive greater benefits. And each time the benefits will accrue, become magnified, as will your light and your quantum field may extend for miles and miles and miles and miles, benefiting untold numbers of humanity and the sentient beings who occupy our planet with us. Relaxing happily. We're going to do another safety energy lock. It is very simple and again, very profound. It is accessing your universal mind and accessing eternity. Consciously, knowing that you are an eternal and infinite being, which will change your life positively forever. This is called everlasting eternity. Put both your hands separately on the spots above your eyebrows. Put one hand with your fingers sort of together, gently on a spot above the upper part of your forehead, above your eyebrows. Do the same with the other hand on the other side. Go to safety lock, the upper part of your forehead, above your eyebrows. And you will be welcomed by eternity. If you can't hold your hands in the air, then put them on the side of your chair or have a pillow on your lap which will support your elbows. As long as your hands are touching the spots above your eyebrows, you are achieving magnificent effects. This is especially working on your third eye, of course, because of proximity to the third eye. It is particularly good for the heart. When people are upset sometimes, they will put their hands up here when they say, oh my God. Oh, So actually, their body is telling them that would help them if they would keep their hands there. This is also very good for the heart line, the solar plexus, which governs our will. And sometimes people in advanced yoga or Reiki classes put one hand and one above the eyebrow and another one on the solar plexus, accessing both of them. All of this seems very natural because it's part of the universal mind to remind us that we are part of eternity and infinity. Each of us is precious because we chose to be here to help the transformation. It'll help your eyes and your ears. It will help your mental activity. And some of you may be close to sleeping because it restores equilibrium. On another 30 seconds, please. And maybe the last one. The next one is for calming our minds, and it's a hand mudra, where you sit in a relaxed position, either your feet underneath you in a yoga position or on a pillow or comfortably in a chair. This will help us listen to our spiritual destiny, our purpose. Why am I here? What am I moving towards? Why am I still here? What do I accomplish today? This is calming the mind so we can center better. We can focus our thoughts and help us to see that we are part of the solution in a much deeper way than we might realize. So we sit with a straight back, and you cross your arms in front of your chest, one arm facing one direction, one arm facing the opposite direction. Your elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle. If this is uncomfortable, you may put them on your lap with a pillow. It is better if you're able to put it up at the heart level. So you're sitting straight with your legs comfortable. Your arms are crossed in front of your chest, and your elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle. Your arms are parallel to the ground. This one is extremely relaxing. It's just a matter of getting it in the right place. You take your right palm, which is crossed over your left arm. You take your right palm and put it on top of your left arm, like it's holding it gently. Place your right palm on top of your left arm gently. Take the top of your left hand and put it underneath the right arm. You take the top of your left arm and put it under the right arm. Right palm is on top of your left arm, and the top of the left hand is under the right arm. They are supporting each other, and they are still parallel to the ground. Your fingers are together and straight. pointing in opposite directions. Take long and deep and slow nose breaths in and out, and you increase your nitrous oxide. And you open your vagus nerve, which goes from the mid part of your chest all the way down part of your leg. It's a calm and intellectual.
We have 10 minutes left of the call.
Thank you. Going well. Then another 30 seconds. Okay, come out if you will. Make sure your body is in a very relaxed position. Come from the state of higher consciousness and keep that serenity, that focus, that joy, that calmness, that awareness of the eternal life, and that you have a destiny. You are being guided by ever so many cosmic forces. Come back into your body, which is renewed and has been rejuvenated. Come back into your mind, which has been cleared and open to surprising ways of looking at things and situations. Come back to your new will and purpose, much more authentic, because there is room which has been made open and aware. You are aware of others on the call now. The time has said. So let us have a short discussion, not required, not expected. But if you have 2 or 3 sentences that you would like to offer to the group because you were helped, or you want to share and help someone else, please do so now. Please say, I am picking up the talking stick and I would like to say, and we will listen for a brief discussion of what happened with you. Again, it's all voluntary.
I might suggest that you take photographs of the different positions with the hands and with the body, and then broadcast them in advance on this text line, and that way it can see the position itself and makes it easier to accommodate the same position.
Thank you, Yusuf. I can't do that technically. I'm going to ask Teresa Jane or else somebody on that call tonight, if I send them the actual photographs from the books and the references, if they will figure out how to do it technically through the Tzaddi line. I don't know how to do it, and I can't do it with my phone. But I do appreciate that because I got a picture is worth many years of talking. Thank you. Someone else, please? Anything you'd like to share of what happened with you? Is everybody asleep?
This is Peggy. I'm picking up the talking stick, and I just wanted to say thank you for the really useful and relaxing techniques, I'll look forward to using them. I'm putting down the stick.
This is Teresa Jane picking up a stick. I'm happy to send all of the people on the call. I can email the pictures of the different positions, and I thank you for sharing this with us. And I'm very mellow and relaxed right now. I'm putting down the stick.
Oh, thank you. See how the synchronicity works? I don't have the skills, but Teresa does. Even though she's busier than I am. So I thank her in advance. I feel that we have accomplished something that is extremely important for each of us and for all of us. And I believe the gathering of people of like minds and like hearts, and people who are working and trying daily to increase their love and their joy and their harmony and their collaboration and their compassion and their curiosity every day is always a blessing for one and all. So this conference has been recorded, and it can be achieved as an MP3 at the Tzaddi website, which is www.tzaddi.org, or the phone access. And the phone access, if you or someone else wants to play back it, is 712-432-1085. The same access code password we had this evening, 990322 pound. Would anyone or several of you like to offer a one-word summary of what happened to you tonight? Not required, but if you'd like to.
Did you the number for the access code?
712 is the number for the playback. 432-1085. And the same access 1085 is a different telephone number for the playback of the recording. The access code is the same, which is 990322 pound.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. And the next spirit gathering is March 21st, 2023. That's the third Tuesday of each month. So these calls are hosted by Tzaddi, an interspiritual metaphysical organization. It began in 1964, which was a long time ago in California. And Tzaddi welcomes, nurtures, and supports people in celebrating and more directly experiencing the relationship with the loving presence of the divine. And our programs are open to people of any race, color, national, ethnic origin, gender situation. And again, the website is www.tzaddi.org, and that has a calendar of events. If someone wants to donate, there's a donation button at tzaddi.org.
Mm-hmm.
And always we offer thanks and a blessing of untold benefits to our Tzaddi founders, two in number, Amy Keys and Dorothy Blackmere, who were studying to be unity people. and somehow Tzaddi changed their mind. Amy Hughes and Dorothy Blackmere. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank each of you tonight for joining me from New York City. Thank you. Peggy from Michigan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Harry from Michigan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thomas from New York. Thank you. Teresa from California. Thank you. Yusuf from Michigan by way of Palestine. And myself, Judy, from Michigan. Thanks to the divine who has always supported us even when we're not aware of it. And my blessing is this.
Blessing.
The divinity of spirit is within us. The light of spirit surrounds us. The love of spirit enfolds us. The power of spirit protects us. The presence of spirit watches over us. The goodness of spirit guides us. The grace of spirit is an infinite gift. Wherever we are, spirit is. Whatever seems to be around us, spirit is. However we experience our world, spirit leads us. So when I was a very busy professional, driving 3 expressways many days a week, doing things I love, but not traffic and not some other stuff, and had more work than I ever thought would be done, I learned to say, all is well. Somehow. I didn't believe it, but I said it. But then I changed it. All is well, and I will be well. Because I read that Julia of Norwich said that. So then I changed it to, all is well. All is well, and I will be well. And then I changed it to, it will all get done. It will all get done well, and I will be well. So now I know that's completely true for me, for each of us, for all of us. So blessings and miracles and synchronicities. And let's assume they are the normal, to be expected every day. And so it is. Amen. Shalom. Amen.
Salam.
Oh.
Okay.